I've sold everything from $150 Seikos to six-figure off-catalog Rolexes, all without getting lowballed into oblivion, having my time wasted, and most importantly, without getting scammed. The truth? Selling your watch is simple if you actually know the process. And most people screw it up because they guess their price, list with trash photos, and follow advice that stopped working years ago. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the exact step-by-step process I use. The same one smart dealers and private sellers are using right now to get their watches sold fast, safe, and for the right number. Now lock in, because this is the demonstration I wish I had when I was selling my first watch. So before we even talk about pricing, platforms, or negotiating, you need to know exactly what you're holding. Because if you don't, it's the same as trying to sell a car without knowing the make or model. Step 1, know exactly what you have. Identify the brand name, the model name, and the reference number. Those 3 things are all you need to find comps, the same way dealers do. Search them on Google, eBay, Chrono24. On Chrono, click the reference number in a listing to see all the other listings for the exact same reference. On eBay, set your filters right and you'll narrow it down quickly. Now, before you even think about listing or selling, you know exactly what you're holding in here. I'll show you an example on my website. Let's navigate to my store and we'll look at one of my most recent listings, a Rolex Datejust 41. You can see the listing right here, and it's easy enough. I have all 3 things we need to know in the description: the brand, the model, and the reference number. The Rolex Datejust 41 126300. That is the only 3 things you need to be able to look this up and get the comps you need to list this accurately on the market. And of course, you're gonna need to know specific things about your watch and other variations, whether it's a smooth bezel, an oyster bracelet, or if it's the Jubilee bracelet. What type of numerals? Are they Roman numerals, Arabic numerals? Those are the types of things that will determine your price, not just these blanket brand, model, and reference numbers, but those are a start point. Now that you've got your brand, model, and a reference knocked down, it's time to figure out what the market is actually willing to pay. And here's where most people mess up. They're looking at the wrong market entirely. Step 2, study the market, but focus on the right one. Once you're looking at comps, pay attention to condition, year, and set contents. Is your watch in excellent condition, very good, or just fair? Does it come with box and papers? Are the papers dated? What year? Is it a full set with booklet, tags, and extras? Don't downplay damage or wear. Serious buyers will see it in your photos. Don't think a recent service entitles you to a premium. Running watch is a running watch, whether it was serviced last week or hasn't been touched in years. Condition matters, but service history alone doesn't push value higher. And here's a key detail. Look at the US market first. Overseas pricing doesn't account for shippings, customs, VAT, or import duties. Compare international only if there are no US-based comps, and adjust for those extra costs. All right, now that we've identified our brand, model, and reference number, it's time to go get some comps. So we'll take this reference number here and go search on eBay first. And of course, since we're in the United States, I always sort by US only, as I don't care about foreign pieces because I don't want to account for the shipping times. And we also want to filter by the dial color, blue. And here we can see this is not a straight comp. And why is it not a straight comp? Because we have a polished bezel or a smooth bezel, yes, but we have an oyster bracelet, not a Jubilee. And we also have the Roman numeral and not stick as far as the numerals. So these aren't straight comps either. So bezel type, we will choose smooth. And how we are filtering through on the side, this is why it's so important when you're making your listing not to be lazy. If you skip any of these categories, it won't be filterable. But let's sort by price now. Shipping lowest first. We can see here, we can't see the bracelet in the picture. And these are why pictures are so important. I want to be able to see the whole watch. I want to know what I'm getting in the picture. And this is the same type of bracelet we have. So 9,145 is the low comp. And you can see that's why I positioned mine where I did. So here I priced mine just under 10,000. Now, why did I do that? Well, because you can see the first market price here is 9,145. Then we have stick numerals here at 9,250, 9,450. Okay, so I've seen 2 comps now with my exact configuration. So I'm the 3rd highest price comp. But once I start getting over in that 10,000 range, I mean, just look, 9,995, 10,000. Every single watch between 10,000 and 10,200 are my configuration. Now that we've determined the cheapest comp here, we have 9,650, and then we have all of this noise from 9,999 and on. Now you may be asking, how come you have 999? Because this is the same price as my watch, isn't it correct? Yeah, it is. But the difference is this buyer is not including free shipping. When you sort lowest to highest, it includes that shipping price. So they're trying to be competitive here by putting their price under $10,000, but they're not being competitive because they're bumping their price up to $10,035 because of that $40 shipping. So they're putting themselves over the $10,000 fee. But that is why I put myself here at $9,995 with free shipping, because now I'm the third highest price in this model. You don't see me as the third highest price here, but in reality, that's what it is. Let's go look at Chrono 24 now. And here we go. No box, no papers. So we have a naked watch right off the bat. Same configuration I can see for $8,650. So this is a naked. I don't understand. And Chrono, please answer this. No box. Here's a box. All right, here we have a original box, original papers, 9295, 2019. Mine's a 2025. Here we have a 2024 for 9500, box and papers. Let's see the condition. It's already looking a little beat up here on the lugs. Could be reflection. Yeah, it looks like it's in pretty good shape. Yeah, overall, this piece is in really good shape. And you can tell it's a private seller because one thing private seller accounts have to do that dealer accounts don't is private sellers has to set their watches to prove they have it in hand. So we have naked, another one here, 9295, 9500, 9995 is a safe place to put this on the market. So that is where we're going to set it. Once you know the right price range, you can't just throw it online and hope. You've got to make the watch desirable. So buyer see it and thinks, oh, that's the one I want. And that starts before you even list it. Step 3, get it sale ready. Would you buy it in its current state? If not, fix what's needed. Scratch crystals, deep case marks, beat up straps, all worth addressing before listing. Remember, replacing a crystal often means a full service because the movement also has to be removed. So if the condition is suitable to sell, then clean it properly. Warm water, mild soap, and a soft bristle brush go a long way. Don't list a watch with wrist cheese all over it. Finally, check the movement. A watch that's not running correctly invites returns, chargebacks, and headaches. If you don't have a time grapher, get it tested by a local watchmaker. Okay, you've made the watch sale ready. Now we need to show it's sale ready because the right photos don't just make your watch look better, they make your buyer feel better about paying your price. Step 4, photograph like a pro. Shoot in 1-to-1 ratio for platforms like eBay and Chrono 24. Bad photos scream inexperienced seller and invite lowball offers. Mimic the angles you see in high quality listings. Full dial shots, side profiles, case back, lugs, clasp, strap, movement invisible, box, papers, accessories. Keep editing natural. True to life, colors, proper lighting, no heavy filter. We are now ready to get pictures taken. Now, how do you take pictures? I am not going to give you a photo crash course in this video right now. There are plenty of those in adjacent YouTube channels if you want to look it up. But what I will show you are the types of pictures you need. And we're going to stick with this Rolex Datejust 41 12/6 here. And you can see starting off, I like to work my way in a sequence almost through my pictures. I like to start off with a front facing dial. This is the money shot. This is what is going to be the very first picture on all my listings. It shows the buyer what they need. A beautiful dial. It shows them the numerals. It shows them the smooth bezel. It shows them it is an oyster bracelet. Next, I try to start working my way around the watch. Once the light starts shining, different features will show in different lighting. So I really like to try to capture everything, including close-up shots. Try to get the cleanest pictures you can so that imperfections aren't mistaken as scratches. Same here. Now it's the opposite side, and now zooming out on that same angle. And now we want to show the band, the condition of the band. And you can see on this one, the sticker is still on the very top portion of the band. These lines are the sticker. And then we give it a side profile again, just another beautiful shot. And now the clasp. You can also see the green sticker here. We have a primary case back picture as well, where you can really see all the details on that case back. And then we will also have the side picture. Once we have a good profile of both sides of the watch, then we go to the box. You can see the box, papers, everything it comes with. You can see the date, 2/23/2025. You can see everything here. In addition, here's another picture of all the extras it came with, including the original purchase receipt. You can see this was purchased for $8,150 from the Rolex AD, and also the outer box. So you want people to be able to see every angle of the watch, as authentic a view as possible, and that is important, and I say that intentionally. You edit to make it look as real as the watch actually looks. And here, we can actually show you an example of what I would consider bad pictures. Here, the lighting is terrible. You can't see it. This, the lighting is good, but it's too small. This is good. This is good. And that's the thing is we can tell you're a private seller based on your pictures. And that's what I always say. And if you think your pictures are good enough, Once you actually list them online, just scroll through and be like, if I was a buyer, would I stop on this? Because chances are you would not stop on this. I can't even tell what this watch is. Always do a 1-to-1 ratio. Here's a picture of my listing. Chrono automatically crops in a 1-to-1 ratio. Look at how much better the 1-to-1 ratio looks versus not a 1-to-1 ratio. Do a 1-to-1 ratio in addition to getting all angles, all detail, and everything true to your watch captured in a photo and put up on your listings. Once the visuals are locked in, your listing needs to match the same standard. Bad copy kills sales just as fast as bad photos. And most sellers get lazy right here. Step 5, write an effective listing. Your description should lead with a hook or interesting fact about the watch. Clearly list the specs, case size, material, movement, class, band, bezel, dial color, complications, all of it. Detail the exact set contents, box, papers, booklets, any extras. Remember, papers means the manufacturer's warranty card, not just any material in the box. And a pro tip, be cautious of AI inaccuracies. Everybody can tell when you're using it. Fill out every category and filter field. Laziness here kills visibility because your listings won't appear in filtered searches. Use the sell one like this or clone feature to save time. Now, with great photos and clear listing, it's time to play the money game. This is where strategy comes in because how you price and handle offers will decide whether you sell in days or sit for months. Step 6, pricing and offer strategy. Skip auctions. Go buy it now with offers enabled. Have a realistic acceptance floor. Expect lowball offers and don't take them personally. If there's no activity after 2 weeks, drop your price slightly by 2 to 3%. At the 1 month mark, end and relist to re-hit the algorithm. These platforms want sales. That's how they make money. They'll give your listing a boost early on and use that initial push. You can even research the platform's algorithm with a quick GPT query to learn tips for maximizing it. When negotiating, know your numbers. If someone messages best price, my answer is simple. It's listed. I'm not lowering my number just because someone asks. You want to buy it? Make an offer. You don't have to defend your number unless they show you clear evidence you're off. Once you and the buyer agree on a number, the deal's not done. Not even close. The way you handle shipping can either steal your reputation or ruin it overnight. Step 7, close the deal and ship safely. Once you settle on a deal, create your shipping label. I use a FedEx insured provider and always ship insured overnight. Film the watch running, film the packing process, and show condition. Use bubble wrap, paper fill, and double box. Never drop off at a kiosk or a third-party retailer like Walgreens. Only at a FedEx or UPS facility to maintain chain of custody. Get a receipt, keep it for records, and share tracking with the buyer. Monitor delivery and stay proactive. There's a delay, call the carrier and update the buyer. When it arrives and the buyer's happy, close with a personal touch. If it's a dealer, mention you'd be happy to work with them again. If it's a collector, let them know you'll get the same service next time. And that's it. From knowing your watch to safely landing it in the buyer's hands, follow this process. And you're not just selling a watch, you're building a reputation that makes the next sale even easier. To wrap it all up, selling a watch isn't rocket science, but doing it the right way takes discipline. Research, clean, verify photography, list accurately, price smart, negotiate confidently, and ship like it's worth what you're charging. Follow this process and you won't just make the sale, you'll make it the right way. I'm Christian Brune and this is The Art of Time. If this helped, hit subscribe. I've got plenty more coming to make sure you never get lowballed, scammed, or stuck holding a watch you can't move.